Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the College Podcast by Coursicle.
Welcome back.
Today's episode is all about roommates, which is a huge topic in college.
I've had traumatic experiences.
She's had more than traumatic experiences.
Yeah, so she found hers off TikTok.
I found my first year roommate from TikTok.
I found my first year roommate from the housing portal. I'd suggest finding them off Instagram or the Facebook chats.
I don't know
groups.
what I recommend because I just feel like you get lucky or you don't. I just feel like it's a toss-up. TikTok probably wasn't the most conventional way, but it's how I did it. Yeah, how was your freshman year roommate?
We were just different, you know?
Yeah. How soon into the experience did you realize that you guys were different?
Like 2 days in.
Yeah.
I don't think she had like a lot of like girl friends.
Mm-hmm.
She had more like guy friends, and like I have a lot of girlfriends.
What was it like living with your roommate for the rest of the year after like you kind of realized that like she wasn't your kind of person?
She moved out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the end of it. Never really saw her again. After freshman year, she fell off the face of the earth. Do you want to talk about your first roommate at all?
Basically, we had a friend group together and it really didn't work out. But we proceeded to be roommates the next year together as well.
Did you?
Not in the same room. We were in like a, you know, we were in like a 8 quad and like I was roommates with another girl.
Yeah.
That was probably even worse.
She'd make you turn your light off.
She would make me get ready for bed in the dark and I couldn't make a peep and she just didn't really speak to me. Which is like, I guess that works for some people, but I like to talk to my roommate.
Yeah.
The only time she would speak to me was when she was like having boy trouble and like crying and wanted my advice, or when she was fighting with our other roommates.
I mean, the first roommate's always interesting. You don't really know what you're getting yourself into. You kind of just meet the person online. I think your second roommate is kind of people you've met on campus or whatever. My second roommates, we moved into an apartment off campus. They were like my next door neighbors in the dorms, and I basically like lived in their room the first year. We applied for a 3-bedroom and we got a 4-bedroom, and they said, you have a random roommate. She has a cat. And I said, oh, no, she doesn't have a cat.
Oh, no.
She does not have a cat. I'm allergic to cats. I'm not allergic to cats. I just don't like cats. So then they're like, okay, we took care of it. You're not rooming with that person anymore. There will be no cat. So I go to look at the apartment, and there comes the cat with her.
Wait, so they
lied. They lied to me.
They didn't reassign?
No. These off-campus apartments that are like all around your little like campus, they just lie to you because they want as much money out of you as possible.
That's
and
crazy.
They want you to sign with them over the other apartments.
You should have said that you went into anaphylactic shock, got sent to the hospital.
They'd probably need some proof though. But
right.
So then we moved in. My 2 best friends and 1 random roommate. And she was good at first, you know, she seemed fine. She would invite us to like come out of our rooms and socialize with her friends. And then like I don't know where the switch up happened, but
it was crazy.
Oh my God, it was crazy. I think we just started like arguing over little things. There was one day, my roommate, my friend, took her laundry out of the dryer and put it on her bed. So she could put her, and her laundry was dry.
Yeah.
So she could put her stuff into the dryer, which is normally fine. And then the roommate comes in that night and like, she starts screaming, who took my?
She didn't want to check her bag first.
No, like I feel like she was on drugs because she was just screaming, who took my... So then we all come up to our like doorways of our bedrooms. My one friend had her guy friend over and the random roommate just started charging at me. The guy grabbed her arms behind her and then she was like puffing her chest. And then
This is so dramatic.
She puffs her chest and she's still... No, I'm not kidding. This is how it looked. And I'm like... And she's coming at me and then she's pushing me with her chest all the way to my bed, and then I'm like on my bed and she's like yelling at me and puffing her chest. She didn't use her hands, which was weird, and she's like, whoever touches my shit, I'm still gonna blame Siveen because I fucking hate her and I wanna kill her. And I'm like, oh, that's great.
She said she wanted to kill you?
Yeah, she did. There was nothing crazy that happened between us either. I'm so confused. She stuffed the whole apartment with like fake cockroaches. We thought they were real.
She's so creative in her craziness.
We called pest control and I texted, hey, pest control is coming and they say it could be poisonous for the cat, so keep the cat out. Finally, she's like, it's fake, and like we figured it out at that point. They fully came to spray. And so then she decides, I'm gonna sublet my room out because I hate you guys. We all go home for winter break. I'm in Europe. And I get a call from the apartment. And they're like, hi, do you give us permission to enter your apartment? And I was like, why? And they were like, someone called saying that your roommate vandalized the apartment. And we need to check what's going on. The person that called said that they were scared for her health. So then they go in and they find that she stuffed
I love
the apartment with raw chicken. I'm really scared of raw chicken. I hate cooking it. I hate looking at it. I do not touch it. She knew that. She stuffed the entire apartment with raw chicken. She stuffed the couch with raw chicken. She stuffed the drawers. We got back and there were maggots in the drawers. They had to replace the couch, the dishwasher, the oven.
They furnished the apartments?
Yeah.
That's nice at least.
Because she had to pay for it. Like, we didn't have to take that financially.
See, I never had a roommate like this institutionally crazy. All of my roommates and I lived really well together. We were pretty clean. We didn't have any issues with like household things, but we had like personal issues, like one-on-one personal problems, which kind of sucked. I think my roommate that I had when I lived off campus, I was the closest to personally. Like, we were best friends. We traveled everywhere together. Me and my other roommate, we just started noticing like weird things. Like, people would be like, hey, she hasn't paid this month. And we tried to brush it off because we were just like, that's her business. And like, we don't want to get involved. And then one day our landlord comes over and I overhear him. I'm not even gonna, but in conclusion, we have a theory that she was scamming our landlord.
Oh, so you never found out why?
We never found out why, because she started acting so dismissive. When we confronted her about it, she said that we made her uncomfortable and all these things, and she went and found new housing and didn't speak to anyone for the rest of the year. So that was odd. A mistake that I made for sure was like trying to like be friends with my roommates, which is crazy. Like, some people it does work out for. It's a case by case basis for sure. I think it was never successful for me personally, but our roommate aspect was always great. Yeah.
I have to be friends with my roommates.
I know. Well, yeah, me too.
I feel so uncomfortable if I'm not. Like, right now, I'm living in a house with like 4 other people and I don't really know them, and like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it either. It was so important for me to be friends with my roommates, but like, and it was great, but it never worked out in the long run. For some people, it's great, and their roommates and them are besties. I just think that you get lucky. It's like a lottery that you win.
Junior year, I moved into a house with like my best friend, some of the water ski people, basically. I was on the water ski team. Right, I loved them. They were such nice girls. But I was in the era where I like wanted to stay up late and I don't wake up early. And they're like so active and get up at like 5, 6 a.m. and then go to sleep earlier. And I was going to sleep late. So then I just felt like a little lonely. And I was like, okay, I love these girls, but maybe we're not meant to be roommates at this point, because we like our different stages. So I feel like you also have to be on the same routine as your roommates.
100%.
I feel like you go through different stages. Like, at that time, I wanted people that stayed up late and slept in a little bit more. But then senior year came and I switched. I lived with one of the girls that I lived with sophomore year, and I didn't anymore want the whole like go to bed late.
Yeah.
Like, I was like into my gym era and like going to sleep early, and then I was like, wait, it would have worked me living in that house anyway.
Yeah. You change and you evolve and you grow. You win the jackpot when you're with the right people at the same time who share your values. Like, you gotta know who you'd live like really well with. And sometimes you don't, because it's college and like you don't know any of these people for that long.
Yeah.
Like, you don't perfectly know, like, you could be best friends with a girl and you move in and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't know each other's habits. I feel like if I'm going to talk about all my bad roommate experiences, I have to highlight that like my junior, senior year roommate who I had on top of the other one. She was incredible. Shout out to you, Aria, if you watch this.
My last 2 years were great. You just deal with some interesting people and they come and go.
Yeah, true.
You have to remember that like friends and people are like the seasons.
Okay.
Yeah. They come for a reason, and they just weren't made to go where you're going.
People do come and go. Don't let it take sweat off your back. I never really do.
Like, I don't think a lot of people could handle me freshman year.
Yeah.
But then, like, I think more people could handle me senior year.
We could never give you all the tools to like figure that out. It's kind of just a trial and error thing.
You just have to like really talk with the person before you room with them.
Yeah.
But like, also, who is going to say they're messy?
Yeah.
No one's going to say that. So you can't.
Who's going to say that they pay their bills late?
Nobody's going to say that. Right now I'm living in a co-living space with 4 other people I don't know. They just like go about their business.
And you hate that, huh?
Well, no, it's like, it's good. Like, in college, I feel like it wouldn't be as much like that, but like, I feel like post-grad, if you're living with random people, they just go about their business. Like,
Yeah.
it's not all this drama because everybody's like been through
For sure.
and through all that stuff, and then they're chill.
All right.
Roommate red flags.
They're secretive. Weird.
Really? No.
They borrow things without asking. That's a red flag.
Oh, I hate that. So I just asked ChatGPT what are roommate red flags, and the first one was they talk to their stuffed animals, and she's...
I talk to mine. Still do to this day. 22 and proud, and I'll be talking to Todd till I'm 30.
Who do you introduce
No,
Todd to?
I am not telling the internet that. You would think they'd find it weird, then they start incorporating him and everything.
Oh, and then they like love the animal.
And then
Or
if
the
they're like
stuffed
sitting
animal.
on it, they're like, oh fuck, I'm sitting on Todd.
I know, I love that. I love when they
Wait,
get really involved.
so you matched my freak and you wanted to keep it a secret.
I don't talk. Well, I guess
Okay, like not fully. Like we're not sitting there. I'm like, oh, you're so right. Like
I pictured that.
I'm not an
for you.
idiot. I'm not, bro. I'm just like, oh, you're so cute. I love you.
It's okay. We're on the same page about that. So we are freaks. Okay, ChatGPT.
I love my stuffed animals.
Hippie the hippo.
Hippie the hippo. That's cute. Cooler adults have stuffed animals. Like
I agree.
we're just more in tune with like our
emotion.
inner child, and that's okay. Not every part of you has
No,
to grow
I think
up.
that people that aren't afraid to like, have the stuffed animal on their bed if a guy comes over or whatever, they're more confident. But I think some people like how are self-conscious would. You know what I mean?
I guess I've never really thought about it. Like I have never for a second thought about it being embarrassing.
I have. When I was like first started college. But that's just because I was like not as confident as I am now.
Thank you guys for watching this
Thank
episode
you.
of the College Podcast by Coursicle. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll be back next week.
I'll go get a coffee too then.